Trying to record your screen in Loom so students in your course can follow along step by step. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to capture walkthroughs, demos, or templates, plus keep your webcam bubble visible so it still feels personal. Screen shares are one of the most practical ways to teach online, and you can master it in minutes. Let's get it. There are a ton of use cases for screen share videos inside of courses. We have used screen shares inside of programs we've built to demonstrate software that the students are going to need to learn how to use, to do course platform walkthroughs to show them where everything lives inside of the course, to showcase resources such as Google Docs sales scripts that you want them to be able to use. Plenty of ways to get across the point you're trying to make and help your students learn the information without needing a ton of slides or just you full screen with no visuals. It's a really, really great option. Now, if this is your first video in this series, then you should know that the Loom desktop app is highly preferred over the Loom Chrome extension or recording in whatever internet browser you're using. You can refer back to the Loom setup training video that I did at the very top of this series that walks through all of the different settings for Loom desktop. But let me tell you, it's a lot more than the other options and you're going to want them. When you open up the Loom desktop app, this is what you see. You've got my little webcam bubble in the corner. I've got the recording controls over here and then the Loom menu. When we're recording a screen share, it is quite simple to do. The first thing you need to do is actually open the resource that you're going to be sharing or the web page that you're going to be sharing, whatever it is that you're sharing. So in this case, we're going to share this super awesome resource for my demo. So now that I have that open, I also think it's wise to zoom in if possible, especially if you're doing something like Google Docs or Excel spreadsheets, so on and so forth. It's just good to zoom in for your folks. Now, when we're selecting what we want to share, for screen shares, I'm typically showing a certain window. This is asking me to select a desktop because I have two desktop monitors on my computer. So I'm going to share screen one, and then I'm going to actually select the resource. So now what you'll see is the window has this dotted line around it, which tells me this is all that's being recorded. So it's not recording my desktop stuff over here. For my camera, I just use my desktop camera on my computer, but if you have another camera connected, that would show up here. And then the microphone. I use the Shure MV7. It's my favorite mic. I love it. There is a higher tier version that you're welcome to get. Most of my podcast friends, they use the higher tier version, but for me, the MV7 works really fine, and I'll make sure to link that below for you. The only other setting that I really want to draw your attention to is in the More section, and you're going to go to settings, and down here at the bottom you will see recording controls. I prefer to have mine on hide only in final video. So in that final video, these recording controls right here are not shown. It can cover the screen and just it's distracting to see a timer happening on the screen while you're watching the video. So again, you're going to select that specific window that you want, which for me is the untitled document. I now have my outline around the outside and I can hit start recording. There are other Loom desktop app settings that you can play with. You'll see that in the first video in this series where I walk through all of the different, actually in the second video in this series where I walk through all of the different Loom desktop app options. But for now, that's the most important thing to know. And if I hit recording, I hit start. And then I'm going through my resource, right? I'm talking about my resource, la-di-da-di-da, talking about it. Yay, it's super awesome. Happy days. I hit stop or finish recording, I should say. And then it's going to show up here as a recording. In one of the following videos, I'm going to walk through how to actually edit your video in Loom. It's so simple. It's so easy. You're totally going to love it. But before I send you off to that editing video, I often get the question, what about if I have my resource that I want to screen share, but I also have notes that I want to be able to look at while I screen share and teach that resource? So here's an example of that. This is my super awesome resource notes. And here's the bullet points that I want to hit in this video. I want to share why this resource is super awesome, tell them it's a 10 out of 10 resource, how to use the resource, and where to get the resource, right? Super simple, super awesome example, I know. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to open these two docs, okay, into separate windows. If you have, this is where if you have multiple desktops, it comes in handy because you can put the notes on one desktop and the resource on another. Keep in mind that you're only going to be sharing the actual resource. Your notes are over here for you to refer to, but the resource is over here and that's what you're screen sharing. So if I open up Loom, right, I'm still only going to share a specific window. My camera, my microphone is right. So I'm going to select that specific window. It is on my first desktop and I'm sharing the resource. If I hit start recording, it's now recording me talk about this resource, going through it. But over here on the left, I still have my notes. So I can still refer to my notes and then pop over here to talk about the resource. I find that in screen share lessons, actually looking like directly at the camera is unnecessary because they're going to be following along with you. They know that you're looking at the screen and moving it as you're going. So like, honest to God, like don't even worry about, am I looking at the camera with a screen share lesson? Like it just doesn't even really matter, to be honest. So here, you have this side-by-side screen situation, but you're just recording one. So I hit finish. And again, you'll see, even though I had multiple things on my screen, it was only recording the one that I selected to be recorded. So now you know how to share anything on your screen, any window, while also showing yourself on screen, and even how to include the notes side by side, but not record that section. In another training in this series, I'm going to show you how to edit it. So if you make a mistake or you need to trim off the beginning or the end or reduce filler words, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in Loom. It's so easy. There are other lessons, however. Perhaps you're also trying to record talking head, which is you full screen like I am now, or a slide presentation, or a whiteboard. All of those trainings are available in this series. And if you find this helpful, then please like, subscribe, because that super helps around here. And I will see ya in the next one.